Nothing changes if you don't change. What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Film by Cam. Drop back with another video. Not drop, but I'm back with another video, man. We finna just get straight into it, man. I'm not finna waste no time. We about to talk about how nothing changes if you don't change. It's as simple as that. It sounds simple, but it's a lot more deeper if you actually take time to sit there and process exactly what I just said. But I'm gonna say it one more time. Nothing changes if you don't change. Your life won't move until you move, man. Like that's just really that's what it is. That's what it comes down to. Now this could be in all aspects of life, or this could be in a certain aspect of life. Nothing will change if you don't change. You cannot sit around doing the same things, same habits, same cycles of whatever it may be, and expect something to fall out of the sky and just change your life. Things have to happen in your life, and it starts with you. Things have to happen in your life where you learn like to make some change. Like it's really that simple. Like I don't really know how else to put it. You have to evaluate your life. You have to evaluate what you do on a day-to-day basis, and you have to say, is this helping me or is this bringing me down? That's the best way I can put it, man. Is this helping me or is this bringing me down? That's how you have to look at everything. The gym, that's helping you. You know, if you go to the gym, that's helping you. If you smoke, that's bringing you down. Depending on the person, most people, 99% of people, if you smoke, that's bringing you down. It makes you lazy. It fogs your brain. You can't think. These are just, things. And I still to this day struggle with smoking. You know what I mean? I'm sober. Like, don't get me wrong. I'm not dependent on it anymore. I'll say that. But I still struggle with the urges, and I think it's because I'm vibrating on the frequency of a college student, gang. Like that's really what I think it is, honestly. Because when I first quit and I got on my spiritual journey, I didn't have an urge one time. I swear, I promise you. Like I didn't have a single urge to smoke because I was so locked in on my purpose. I was so locked in on making content. I was locked in. I had so many other things on my mind that I didn't have time to think about it. But in a time like this where I'm bored and I'm not gonna say I've been making the wrong decisions, because I still find time to make content. I still find time for the Lord. Definitely not as much as I did before, but I still keep up with things that I made promises about. You know what I mean? And I'm just not. I'm slowing down. Let's say that. For example, and this in all aspects of life. I'm slowing down with my spiritual journey. I'm slowing down with the content. And I just gotta pick myself back up, because things are gonna get hard. You gotta just be willing to work, man. Like, genuinely, like, you gotta just be willing to work. You gotta be willing to put in the work. Like, and what I mean by that probably doesn't make sense. You're like, what does that have to do with what you just said? You have to be willing to put in the work to not work, that's the wrong word. You have to be willing to put in the work to get these habits out of your life. It's not gonna be easy. That was the whole point of me telling you guys, like, I quit in July. It is, what are we in, November? And I still have urges to smoke. I still am not perfect. Nobody's gonna be perfect, but you have to put in the work. You have to put in the work. You have to be determined. You have to. If you don't believe, let me put it like this: if you don't believe you can do it, more than likely it's not gonna get done. You have to change your mindset. You have to genuinely believe, like, hey, I can do this. This is gonna be for the greater of my good. This is gonna push me towards my goals. This is gonna push me towards my purpose. And you have to look at other things and say, hey, this is only gonna bring me back. This is only gonna stall me even longer. You know what I mean? And that's just what it is, man. Yeah. Discipline is a choice, man. It's not a move. It's not this further plays into what I've been going through at the moment. Like discipline, you think disciplined people like wake up every day and they're like, oh, I want to do this. Now some people, they love what they do. I love making content. I love, some people's job they love doing, and that's perfectly fine. But discipline goes in the other aspects. It's not just a job. It's not just working towards a job, whether they be in school, whether that be what I'm doing, uploading content. Discipline is in all aspects of life. Discipline is going to the gym even when you don't want to go to the gym. Discipline is recording a video even when you don't want to record a video. Discipline is all these things, and if you're not disciplined, what are you? You know what I mean? Like, what are you? Like, what do you really? And that sounds cruel, but it's like you say you want to be, not like the rest, but the rest, most people in this world, I'm not gonna say most, but if you look around, probably a good eight out of 10 are undisciplined. That's just what it is, man. Like, it's just what it is. Now that 2 out of 10 that's in the room that's disciplined, you wanna, y'all get what I'm trying to say, bro. Like, you wanna, damn, my brain not working right now. The 8 out of 10 people aren't disciplined, and that's just what it is, man. You want to be like the 2 out of 10. You want to be different, man. You say you want to be different, right? But you're not doing things. You're not doing things that different people would do. Different people don't go to parties. Different people don't surround themselves around the wrong crowds, worried about girls, or if you're a girl, worried about boys. Disciplined people don't cave in when pussy's thrown at them. You know what I mean? Disciplined people cut out the distractions, man. Like you claim you want to be, at the top, man, but it takes sacrifices to get to the top. It takes not going out to get to the top. It takes not smoking to get to the top, even though I still, it takes not drinking alcohol to get to the top. It takes these things. You have to make sacrifices or you won't see change. Once again, man, like, nothing changes if you don't change, bro. Like, it's just what it is. Your future self is counting on you, man. Like, your future self is looking back at these moments. Do you want your future self to be proud, or do you want your future self to hate that he or she spent time bullshitting, spent time doing nothing, man? Like, spent time worried about the wrong things, spend time distracted. And that's exactly where I'm at right now. If you want me to be 100% transparent with you, I'm distracted. I'm distracted by women. I'm distracted by parties. I'm distracted by all these things. I'm a freshman in college. It's not an excuse, but I'm just calling it for what it is. You know what I mean? And I will lock back in. I will get back on my content journey. I will lock in, bro. That's just all I can really say. I'm gonna lock back in. This is what I want. I'm gonna make it happen. And it's gonna happen in God's timing. It's just that simple. Another thing, man, like, you can pray for change. You can ask God to change your life. You can ask God to let you make it. You can ask God to let your path work in life, gang. But you have to act on it. You cannot just pray like, God, please change my situation, and you do the same things that you do, and you're probably like, oh, like you're just talking. But no, it makes perfect sense if you really think about it. You know what I mean? If you really think about what I just said, you have to act on it. Like, you cannot do the same things. Like, it's not just gonna fall into your lap. Let me put it like that. It's not gonna fall into your lap. It's never gonna fall into your lap until you make those changes. It's never gonna fall into your lap until you make those sacrifices. You have to put blood in, blood out, time in, time out. You have to put your blood, sweat, and tears into this. Is basically what I'm saying, man. Like, if you really want it as bad as you do, if you really want to change your situation, this don't have to be content. This could be anything in life. Put your blood, sweat, and tears into it, bro. You only get one life. This life stuff is not promised. Make your family happy. Make yourself happy. You know what I mean? Make God happy. You know? So, last thing I could really say, man, just stop waiting on motivation. Like, bro, build momentum. Build momentum instead. Like, why are you waiting on motivation? If you wait on your emotions, if you solely act on your emotions, there's gonna be times that everybody goes through this. Even the disciplined people, even the people that's made it to the top. There's days where they don't feel like doing it. There's days that um they don't feel motivated. Now the difference between them and a person that hasn't made it, or a person that's stuck at the bottom, a person stuck at the bottom, or a person not where they want to be, when they get those emotions, when they get those feelings like, I don't feel like doing it, they're just not gonna do it. You know what I mean? And a person that made it to the top, a person that's either going to the top or made it to the top, they're gonna do that thing regardless. They're gonna do that thing regardless how they feel. There's gonna be days where you're overly motivated, where you're ready to get work done, and then there's gonna be days where you don't feel like doing it at all. But at the end of the day, you have to push through. In both seasons, you have to push through regardless. Like, you have to. Like, and if you don't, you're just gonna let your dreams just turn into dreams when they could really be a reality. You know what I mean? So I just wanted to talk about this today, man. I've been feeling a little more motivation. I've been feeling purpose driven. So that's just what I had to touch on, man. I hope this helped somebody on the other side of the screen. I hope this motivated somebody to change, to do better. Nothing changes if you don't change, man. Always remember that.